So, welcome back, everybody. This is episode 4 of Naught But Red Flags. We haven't been with you since Christmas because we've been very, very busy. So, we had to have a week off.
Chloe has been causing chaos
I
as per
have.
usual. True to form.
Now, do you know what? I actually haven't caused any chaos.
You've been in the midst of it, I would say.
I've been in the midst of chaos. I don't think it was caused by me for once.
No, I
So, for
agree.
once, yeah, not my fault.
And equally, before we continue on this, I'm just going to announce to the our pod crew, I have been ill over Christmas and New Year. So don't think that I am taking male hormones and I'm trying to go for like the male voice. I am literally just recovering from, I would say, the standard January flu. But look, we're here to tell the tale. I'm
Yeah,
okay.
she's survived it.
Yep,
Here she
I'm a
is.
survivor.
Here she is. She's surviving it. How has your last week been?
Oh. So,
I do know that I'm asking for the
um,
benefit of the podcast.
the benefit of the pod, I would say like a lot of realization of relationships and when you want to believe in something and you want it to work, you put like 110 in.
Mhm.
And I have done that and I've really tried, but the person on the other side, they're not in the same space as me. So I'm not going to hate on you for that. I don't curse you for it, but equally, New Year, and I hate that comment, New Year, new us, but like, or New Year, new me. But I need to reflect and go, right, okay, enough is enough
Mm.
without it becoming to a bad stage.
Yeah,
Because
I think
I don't,
sometimes you gotta, like, let it go before it gets to that
toxic
toxic.
level, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think, like, leave on a high, like, let things be as they are. And then I'm not being like, I don't want to, as we repeatedly say, I don't want to hate on men at all, but we are in female male relationships,
Mm.
right? So I think that they end up like leaving and like dropping you out or being not sure of things, and then they come back and actually like, how much is enough?
Yeah. But I think
Because
you've had enough.
I have. Like, I've done a long period of time with this, and if you wanna keep doing that, and then we
Yeah.
keep rolling over because we want and we believe in it, then that's fine. But I am not about that. I'm just about, right, new year, you crack on, you do you, and I'll do me. And the likelihood of it is for any man or woman or any situation, don't wanna, like, identify
Mm.
things. Give it a couple of months, depends on how long the history is,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? But give it a bit of time and you will get over it.
Oh, 100%. Do you remember how upset I was, like,
Mhm.
a month or 2 ago about that situation? And then now
Correct.
look at me.
Flying.
Never better.
Fly high, girl,
Never
honestly.
better. So,
So with that in mind, that was my Christmas and New Year. Right back at it. How was yours?
well, I've just
Spill
got
the
back
tea.
from a week in Las Vegas.
Look at her flying.
She's a career girlie, which is why we didn't do the pod last week because I was working very hard in Las Vegas and also having a very nice time
Good.
whilst I was there in my off hours. So, yeah, that was really fun. I'm severely jet lagged. I've definitely caught something from the plane.
And now you're
Not
gonna meet me
I
with
know,
the
yeah.
plague.
Say something like really I was gonna say something like really inappropriate then, but I'm just not even gonna say it.
No,
No,
don't
no,
don't do that to yourself.
no, no, did not join the Mile High Club whilst on the plane. Um,
Really?
um
That's not even what I was
no, I
thinking,
know, yeah,
but
but that's exactly
okay.
where my mind goes, isn't it? What a fucking idiot. So,
Okay.
yeah, so that was my week, and what I actually wanted to do before we start talking is show everybody this little present that Surf got me for Christmas, which is I play darts, which makes
Quite
me
well,
quite well.
I think.
Well, I wouldn't say quite. I do all right. If I actually practiced, I'd probably be better. But who's got time for that when you have about 3 side hustles, a full time job, and everything else? So this is a little darts
You're
holder.
gonna have to show it a little bit closer to
Yeah,
the camera and, like, put it down.
I'm so
Yeah.
lazy, I can't be able to get up. It
Don't
just
be
say,
let red
"No, but red
flag.
flags." So that is going in my new house that I've just bought. Also very exciting.
Hey, look at the girl.
Yeah,
She's the gift that keeps on
I
giving.
am the gift that keeps on giving. But apart from that, like, my week's just you lose all sense of time and space in Vegas. Like, there is no time. You just don't know what time it is ever at any point.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I've realized, and genuinely, like, every day I was like, "What am I doing? What time is it?" Running around like an idiot.
Vegas is 24/7, like, and
Yeah,
I
it really
told you
is.
this before you
I
went,
didn't
and
believe
then you
you.
were like, "Oh, what are they putting in the air?" And I'm like, "It's oxygen."
Yeah,
Like,
because
it's
well, I kept thinking I should be hungover, and I'm not.
no, because obviously it's a massive gambling city, or is it
Mm,
a city or a country?
a sitter. It's not. The country is America.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at
The
geography.
state is Nevada.
Okay, Nevada, yeah, Nevada, Las Vegas. Okay, is that right?
Yeah, Las
Yeah,
Vegas,
okay,
Nevada, yeah.
okay. So, yes, I do know. I should know. This is so terrible. I've travelled the world and I just don't know where anywhere is.
Yeah, I'm quite
But
bad at geography.
pardon?
I'm quite bad at geography.
Yeah.
I am awful.
Someone failed us at school. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I am not good.
I did say to you, like, you were like, "What's happening? I don't even know what time it is." Vegas is like the gambling city of the world and like a party town. Nobody knows what time it is because time has no concept there. People are getting married at like 8 in the morning, 1
Yeah,
a.m.
it was
Like,
crazy. It was a
so
crazy place. I'd love to go back there for like a holiday, not working.
I don't know whether it's a holiday place. I think, babe, like
Not
it's
like a
maybe
whole week, like I'd do like
like
3 days.
3 days. Literally,
Oh, maybe we
you
should
and
go.
sick
Maybe we should go. We
girl, and
red
then straight back to
Yeah.
Miami.
Not but red flags takes Vegas. That'd be
Oh
honestly,
my god.
I'd be
The
an absolute fucking
scenes.
menace to society if I was let loose there and I wasn't working. Jesus Christ. Uh,
Oh my
relationships wise,
okay.
on the other hand, absolute carnage, innit, really?
Well, mine is carnage,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, so is mine. I've got people dipping in, people dipping out. It's
Mm.
just chaos. I've had an unexpected return,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
which was a bit of a weird one because I wasn't expecting that. And then, obviously, and then I've had a unexpected departure.
I
Oh,
think
it's just honestly, I got to the point like I literally sat there yesterday and I thought I actually can't be arsed, right? But what I did, because just in kind of market research capacity for the pod, I thought, do you know what I'm gonna do? We talked about dating apps, and I was like, I haven't been on any of them for like months and months and months because I just couldn't be bothered. And I thought, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have
so
a
you did.
look. Well, I just thought, do you know what? You got to have a look, haven't you? So I thought. So when I couldn't sleep. Not last night, the night before. Was it last? It might have been last night. Again, no concept of time.
I
Um,
think it was the night
it
before,
was
but
the night before. I was
yeah.
awake till like 4 in the morning because I had a really bad jet lag. And I thought, "Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna download Tinder, and I'm gonna have a look."
Oh,
Like,
well.
Hinge was a bit too much effort because you have to answer all those
Yeah,
prompts, and I thought, like,
correct.
I
I've
ain't
not done that for so long, but yeah,
I just thought,
it seems like too much effort for what you're gonna get
well,
out of it.
so I did think, right, I'm just gonna download it and I'm just gonna have a look because I find, my favorite thing about going on Tinder is when you see people that you know on there, like, I think that's really funny.
Oh, no, but it's
I've seen,
so
like,
criminal,
5, 6
though.
people that I know on there already, and I'm just like, "Huddersfield is such a small
I
town," like,
know,
but
and do you know what? When they want to do you dirty, they will, and they'll tell their friends,
oh,
like,
yeah, I'll fucking tell him.
yeah,
Tell
I
him.
mean, you're okay now because
Well, I've just
you're
told everyone.
don't make me cough. Oh, no, I think when they know of you, or like you just said, you see people that you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like all of a sudden it becomes gossip. Like I've not done that since I was about 20, so that's 11 years ago now.
Right.
When I did do it, I think I connected with someone who knew someone of a someone, and as it goes. And all of a sudden it was like, "Oh my god, you're on Tinder and you were just seeing him last week." I was like, "Yeah." And now I'm free and single.
Well,
So
this is it. It's just I feel like I'm, like, just it's just chaos in it. Like it's like one minute everything's good and then everything's bad and then everything's good again and then
So hit me up with your Tinder
oh
story then.
so
Go
I
on.
thought I'll download it, I'll have a look. Really, I was thinking, oh, it'll be funny for the pod. It is quite funny, but actually, what I've discovered is that
I don't
like
know what I'm
apparently
gonna hear
now,
now.
as a man, to sign up for Tinder, you have to look like a serial killer. Like that's where we're at. I was like scrolling through it and like, listen, Tinder's like a it's superficial, right? It's based on what people look like. Like you,
Yes, it is.
that's what you're looking at.
Yeah, it's very aesthetic.
Yeah.
No personality, and especially when they put a blog or
Oh, I'm
is
not
that
reading that.
yeah, and then it's
I'm
like,
looking at your
oh,
face. I'm not reading that.
but then it's like, oh, gym guy loves this, loves that. I'm like, oh god, you've lost me.
So this is it. So it's either people taking gym selfies that we didn't ask for,
No,
and that's all. Like, and then
embarrassing.
I think like that's your entire personality. So therefore, we're never going to get on because I haven't set foot in a gym for about 3 years. Otherwise, it's just like genuinely. This the only way I can describe it is that they look like they probably would murder you.
Does this happen though? Like, I haven't.
I've got a
Did you
story
watch?
about something that happened off Tinder. Do you want me to shall I tell it
Yeah,
now?
but do tell me. But before that, have you watched the Tinder Swindler?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So do continue.
Maybe I could do that. Sorry, none of them men.
You've
None of
got
them
so
men
many
could.
side
None of
hustles.
them men could have sorted me out anyway. So I actually got this story. My friend told it me years ago about someone that she knew went on a Tinder date, and the guy tried to kill her.
What?
I swear to God, it's not even like made up. So my friend, obviously not going to say her name, but her friend went on a Tinder date.
No.
Right? She had a really nice time. Went back to the guy's house, and I think this is a lesson for all of us in
This local?
yeah,
Oh
a
my
lesson for
god.
all of us in don't go back to the guy's house on the first date
No. And also
or in the dark. Anyway, so
we don't sleep with someone on the first day. You've let yourself down doing that
well,
anyway.
sometimes you do it, don't you?
No.
Yeah,
No.
that happens. I do it anyway. Not all the time.
You just out with
Sometimes, now and
yourself.
again. Yeah, I've just outed myself. I don't care. I think if it feels right, you do it. You just do it. Like I'm not. I'm not about like
Yeah, but not random.
no, not with a no.
Like maybe you know them, you know
Yeah,
the
well,
shape and
like I would
sound,
say, like
not horror about to
not
kill
like
you.
a random person that you just met for the first time.
Yeah, you can't do that.
No, but like someone that you've known for a bit,
Oh
or like
yeah,
you've known
okay,
him for
well then
years.
that's
Like they're obviously not
fine.
going to kill you, are they? Well, don't know. Uh, This girl went on this Tinder date. She stayed at this guy's house. She woke up the next day. He wasn't there, but
In his house.
yeah, but she felt really like woozy, like really. She couldn't remember falling asleep, and she felt like really unwell, like really bad headache, and like her eyes were blurry and stuff. And have you ever seen the TV program Dexter,
Yes.
where he puts all the plastic sheet?
Mm.
She went downstairs. His kitchen was covered in plastic sheeting like that, like floor to ceiling plastic sheeting. She had to break out of a window
Oh my
to get
god.
out.
This is a joke.
No, no, no. This actually happened. And obviously, so she like broke herself out of a window. He wasn't there. I don't know where he'd gone, probably to get the murder weapon. Yeah, swear to God. And she obviously like it all went to the police and everything. And apparently he'd done it before.
And got away with it.
Yeah.
What he did
Yeah, he did the
attempt to,
exact
or
same
he
thing.
did
No, he
kill.
did. No, he didn't kill anyone.
No, he
But
just
he did the
attempted
exact
to.
same thing to somebody else before.
What a psycho.
Right. So obviously we've got to be careful on the dating apps. But I did think it was
This
quite.
is why I say, like, it's different if you know someone because you're like, oh, right, someone will always like be able to say, oh, they weren't a bit
Mm,
nicked in the head.
yeah, yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
if you're meeting a randomer and
Well,
they're
yeah.
thinking,
Obviously you don't go back to the house.
no, and like
No.
also like I'm not being funny, we don't want to go too deep into it, but like look at Jack the Ripper, he
Right.
just had an aim, like oh they're prostitutes, like let's get rid of them,
Yeah.
like why would you definitely not if you don't know them, you never would go back with
No.
them.
100%. So yeah. But anyway, so I thought I'll join Tinder and just have a look. And actually, it is quite funny. Like it's just amusing to me. Like obviously, you're never gonna meet the love of your life on Tinder, are you?
Well, some people do, but it's a very small minority,
Yeah. So,
very small.
but very funny. So yeah, I think that was like a I honestly wanted to delete it after, like, 5 minutes. I was just
It's
like
too much, and it's so, like, so false. It's so, like
I also immediately forget to reply. So, like, someone messages me and I'll look at it and think, "Oh, I'll reply to that in a bit because I just don't care." And then I forget to reply, and
and
then
then they
it's
get argy with you,
oh, that's the worst. Actually, no
and
one's
they're like
done that to me. I
mhm.
will anyway, it is as it is. Like, I think you just don't take it that seriously, which is like it is funny though.
Yeah, well, you did it, like, for the pod and a bit of, like, a bit of banter, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I think we're not old, but I think we are a bit too old for Tinder.
So
And are you still on there?
yeah, it's quite funny. It's quite amusing to me.
But are you
I'm
still, like,
really
active on there?
no, I haven't looked at it today.
No.
But
You've not met anyone that tickles your pickle?
well,
Oh,
no.
okay. She moves.
Well, I do.
You don't have to spill the
No, no,
tea
it's
just
fine.
yet.
I don't like. He's actually just sent me a text just right now. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, like
When
yeah.
we were live streaming, we could call him out.
Oh my god, no, we're not going to do that to him. Bless him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're
So,
gonna
but
have
it's
to tell me
like
about this
obviously
after then.
it's been like a day, so it's not really a thing.
Okay.
But we're just chatting right now.
The girl.
He has listened to the pod. He thinks it's quite amusing.
It is
I
amusing.
know we're
It's
fucking
absolutely
hilarious.
hilarious. We are.
So we are
Gotta
here
believe
today
in
though
yourself.
to talk about attachment styles. This
Okay.
is
Yeah.
like such a buzzword topic right now, and something that I think people are like becoming more and more aware of. And I actually think it's really interesting, this topic. So attachment. So your attachment style. I know what mine is. I'll run through them. But what I want to get to is this actual like psychology that helps people understand themselves and understand other people when they're dating? Or are people using these things as an excuse to treat people badly when they're dating them? So like it's all over TikTok, it's all over Instagram.
Mm.
Everyone now has an attachment style and they're like, I'm an avoidant, like basically they just use it as an excuse, like I've got avoidant attachment, and they're actually just using it
Is
as an
this like
excuse.
guys saying it or girls?
Well, I would say both. I think they're into like anyone can be any attachment style.
But people outright saying they're an avoidant.
Yeah,
People say that out loud.
yeah. Like me and my friend G do actually laugh about this quite a lot. Like because
Right.
I'm very aware of what my attachment style is, and so is she. And so, but I sometimes do it to like check myself. Like when I'm like acting a certain way, I'll be like, oh no, it's because of this. But then I know that it's because of my attachment style. So then I like correct my behavior. Whereas some people just use it as an excuse to treat people like shit. Like,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Tell me a bit more about this then.
Right. So there's quite a few attachment styles. So like the one that we all want to be is
Mm.
securely attached. We all want to be securely attached.
In a relationship
So
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're emotionally available, you're consistent, nothing phases you, you're steady.
Do we use the word steady? Once
Oh,
you've got steady,
my mum always
mm,
says to me, "You need someone steady."
no.
She
Look,
always
we're
says
gonna
it.
opt out on that one because I think
But I get
once you
bored.
get
You're
steady,
boring.
but you become complacent.
No, no, in a different sense, not that kind of steady.
Mm,
Like steady as in the personality wise, they're very consistent. They're very
consistency is key, right? Okay, but then steady is like, are you not mixing up the game a little bit?
well.
Like,
No, well, I find that really boring. I like a bit of a well, you know what I'm like.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, so would
I
you?
like a bad boy.
Yeah, but that's just not working, is
No, well, no,
it?
evidently not.
No, but like with steady, like surely you don't want to get to a point of everything steady, like, oh, Wednesday night we cook spag bol,
Yeah, but
Friday we go
some
on date
people
night.
do want to get to that point.
Do
Like
you?
can't relate.
Yeah,
I
but
like a bit of spontaneity and I like a bit of chaos,
correct.
but I think I bring the chaos, so that's all right. So there's that. There's secure.
Okay.
Then there's anxious. Anxious attachment, which is fear of abandonment. You overthink everything. You need constant reassurance that everything's okay. Like, you need them to tell you all the time that everything's fine, blah, blah, blah. So there's that one. The avoidant, which is the social media buzzword about men right now. So obviously I follow like all most of my friends are women. I do have male friends, but we don't talk about this kind of shit. It's more like sitting in a pub and having a chat. But avoidant is basically can't deal with any sort of emotional vulnerability at all. So as soon as someone gets close to them, and I've actually seen this in practice like quite a few times. They basically, as soon as someone gets close to them, they'll run away. But that's because, but then they'll say, "Oh, I'm just not ready for a relationship." But it's because someone has like like triggered them and activated that attachment style. And so because they don't want to be vulnerable and they don't want to be emotionally available, they will just like leg it the opposite direction. And that basically shut down emotionally, cut off. And this is why people, I think, are using this avoidant ghosting thing interchangeably. And it's actually not like ghosting is you just being a dickhead. Being an avoidant and being aware of it is something different. And then there is
That's a choice
the
then,
one that
isn't it?
I absolutely am, which is like the fearful, avoidant slash disorganized attachment style. So that's someone who wants to be in a relationship, wants to do all those things, but as soon as they get someone who also wants those things, they panic and run away.
So you're saying that's you.
That's me.
Okay. So based on that, like we're here to like give advice to other people.
Mm,
That's the whole point of the pod.
yeah.
So what would you say based on the fact that you are now not practicing what you preach at all?
Oh no, I never practice what I preach.
Well, but you must. You must try.
You must.
So then how would you like you're talking to multiple listeners here.
Yes.
How do you not do you? Sorry, it's
Right.
deep.
So this is something like we will talk about it. Like I'm gonna start talk next about when it's like helpful
Yeah, I know.
because
Obviously, I've got my side note that
you've
you're
got
not
your side.
aware of.
I know. Yeah, I'm quite nervous about
No,
the
I
side
don't
note.
be. No, I think it'll be interesting to hear your opinion on it.
Right.
Go on.
So the reason I started actually learning this is a story. So the reason I started looking into attachment styles
Hmm.
and trying to understand it better was I told everyone last week about the situationship that had gone on for 3 years and blah 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 blah,
Yeah,
all of that good stuff, all that traumatizing event. And
so that's progress.
yeah, so like we're good with that. But I actually started looking into it and realized that he was an avoidant because every characteristic of that psychological profile he fitted.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, that's really interesting. The kind of worst dynamic you can have in two people is one person that's an avoidant and one person that's anxious because the anxious person needs the reassurance, so they go running towards the avoidant, which is what I would say is what I probably was back then. And I think my attachment style has changed over the last like couple of years because of the trauma. But so you go run into them and you need constant reassurance. You always want to be talking to them. You always want to be with them. All of these things that you without realizing put a little bit of pressure on them because you so it's quite an intense attachment style. It's quite like you want to be with them all the time. Like it's and
Mm.
I can see how it would be too much for someone who is like that. But the avoidant then sees that as like a threat to their
Control, maybe.
yeah, and they like run, which obviously then triggers the anxious attachment even more because you're like then trying to work out why they're behaving that way and blah blah blah, and you're running after them. When actually, when an avoidant runs away like that, the best thing you can do is fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Be silent,
Silence speaks louder than words, honey.
leave them to it,
Literally.
and this
And
is
it
something
takes
I didn't do.
But it takes a lot of, like,
Mhm.
resilience within a person
Oh,
to be
for sure.
like, "Right, I want to text them, I want to call them, I want to bang their door down, I want to say, oh, like, come round for a cuddle,' or this or that," anything that you wanna say, but to just literally say nothing. Say
It's
nothing.
so hard.
It's hard, but equally it's so effective.
Yeah,
And it's not actually effective in a calculated way at all. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
yeah. So that person that's run away actually just wants the space, and more often than not, they come back. Like, let me just tell you, they fucking come back.
Of course they come back, but I don't even. Do you know what? I'm going to have to disagree with you in the respect that they want space. No, they don't. They want a reaction. I
I
don't
don't
think they want.
know.
No, but my opinion of that is they want you to come like crawling at them, and then they're in control.
Well,
That's my
actually,
opinion,
that is
genuinely.
that is fair.
Because then I think then they're like, "Oh, she needs me. She wants me."
Do you know what?
And
That's actually, I see what you're saying now.
I think that's more like, in my opinion, that's more accurate. Like, I don't think they need space. Not
Well,
at
they
all.
say they need
Yeah,
space,
they say it,
but
and
the
then they
worst
want
thing
you
you
to
can
just
do is chase after them.
correct, because then they can be like, "Right, I've got you hook, line, and sinker,"
Mhm.
and then you can be like, "Okay, yeah, yeah, I'm here for you."
Yeah.
And you just essentially, sorry for my language, but you just end up being their little bitch, and then they have no respect for you, and
Mhm.
you have no respect for yourself either.
Well, this is it, and that's a situation that I kind of got myself into because I was chasing after someone who kept pulling back and pulling back and pulling back, and then they had all the emotional control because I'd let them have it.
Yeah.
When that happened to me again, it actually was probably not that long ago.
Mm.
I literally just, as soon as they were like started to even show like the remotest sign of being like that, I was just like, okay, and just left it. And guess what? They fucking came back.
Yeah, they do. They will come back, but then it's also you need to decide
Yeah, well,
the
at that
level
point,
that you're gonna
yeah, but at that
allow.
point, when they come back, you're like, oh well, then you can decide if you actually want them back or not.
Mm.
The answer is
The
probably for
ball's
me
then
going to
in
be
your
no.
court.
Yeah. So all these attachment styles explain behavioral patterns in people, right? But what I've noticed recently is that people are starting to use it as like a permission slip to behave badly towards people, especially this avoidant category, because we'll talk about it a little bit later on. It's a big thing on social media right now. Like every other post I see scrolling through Instagram is like avoidant behavior, avoidant this, avoidant that, and how to deal with avoidant behavior and blah blah. And I'm like, no, no, like avoidance should deal with their own avoidant behavior and fix it. Right? Because that's not a good way to be. Like, none of these, apart from secure, none of those are like a healthy way to be in a relationship. Like anxious, avoidant, and the insane one that I am, which is probably a mix of both. Like, as soon as someone gets too close to me, I'm like, absolutely not. Like, take 5 steps backwards, like, go away. Like, but this is probably why I'm still single, right?
Yeah, because I think you've got to address exactly what you want and need.
Yeah, yeah.
But unfortunately, Claire, like, you do attract the wrong
Oh my
people.
god, I'm like
And
a magnet.
you are though, because obviously you are hot, you're looking amazing, and you always were, but even more so now, you're flying like in terms of business and the way
The
that you look at
business.
life and your confidence. And you actually like relish the maybe the attention, but
Mm,
it's not in a bad way, like, but like
yeah,
you relish like, oh, he wants me, he wants me, he wants me, and they do want you, but are they the right people?
absolutely not, as we have
No,
learned. So, I think it can be really useful.
spilled my tea on
Oh,
me
babes.
on a white
I know,
t-shirt.
yeah, but at
It's
least it's
only
not,
Jing
it's
from
the
Hong
Jing
Kong.
tea,
Yeah.
the Hong Kong tea. I do think it can be really helpful, and I've learnt a lot about myself because of this, and now I can, like, recognise my own behavioural patterns. You can kind of, like, especially for people that are anxious, there's loads of really good stuff out there on how you can
Navigate it.
yeah, navigate it, how you can kind of give yourself like coping mechanisms, like if someone pulls away, what do you do? And all of that stuff is genuinely helpful. Like there's
Course.
loads of stuff on Instagram, there's loads of stuff on TikTok. There's like really, really impressive like relationship coaches, etc., etc., all talking about this. And I've actually found loads of it really useful. And So, like, understanding what triggers you and being able to voice that, like, learning to if someone does pull away, learning to just be okay on your own. Like, learning just to be like, "Okay, fine,
Yeah. So,
safe
like,
thing."
self-love, really.
Yeah, and not being ashamed of asking the person that you're with or you're seeing or whatever for a bit of reassurance, like,
This is the note.
"Is it?
Oh, well,
Oh, well, should we
should we
do
just
a
tap into it?
should we do a side
Because
note about asking for reassurance?"
so it goes to, um, the next page, actually. Right, so something because you've touched on it now, so it makes sense to bring it up. I saw something on Instagram,
Mhm.
and it was saying, let me just reread my side note here, a male ick. Okay, so
Right.
where men get the ick about women, right?
Mhm.
You asking them for a compliment.
That's an ish.
No,
I get
no,
that.
no,
You should
but
have to ask the person with for a compliment.
no, but babes, like we're on two different levels there. Not a compliment, but like going, right, this is how it was explained
Right.
from the start. It was right, so say you put a dress on and you go, oh, do I look good in this? Or do you like my get up today?
Mm.
Like that. Like
Alright, that's fine.
this is what I mean. But not like asking them for that's how it was explained, asked for a compliment. But I know that in
That's not asking for a compliment.
so this is why I noted this down because I was like, I've actually obviously come out of something very recently,
Mm.
and some of his comments were, you always like ask me, oh, like, do I look nice? And and I actually didn't. Like, I was like, oh, do you like my get up? Like, I've got something new on, or like, I
That's
changed my
completely
hair.
normal, isn't it?
Yeah. But apparently, that is a male ick. And he did that to me. He went to me, he was like, you're always asking for this, for that, you need some assurance. Like, oh, simple things like the other night, well, it's not the other night, like a week or so ago. I made dinner and I'm a good bloody cook, right? And I was just
Girl.
like, he was not well. And I was like, right, I'm gonna make him some nice stuff. And I was like, oh, do you like that? And then I was like, oh, do you like that one as well? I made like four different dishes and put it into one to make him feel better. And he's like, why do you need so much assurance? I was like,
Oh.
what? This has been like when I saw this on TikTok, I was like, wow. Okay, so
Mm.
that's actually a thing where men find it an ick that we want to be told, okay, yeah, you look hot. Oh, yeah, your food's good. Oh, thank you for bringing me coffee in the morning.
Can any men confirm if this is true or if it's just a TikTok load of shit,
I
please?
know. I would love to know because when I saw that, I was like, whoa,
There is a lot of shit on
relatable.
TikTok, I must admit.
I know, I agree, but like
But
that was
that's
a podcast that we talked about earlier.
Oh, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
2,
yeah.
like, famous London people, like,
Yeah.
so I couldn't relate to that. I was like,
No,
"Okay, so I'm giving you the ick because I just want you to say, 'Oh, yeah, you look nice, darling,' especially when you're feeling like shit."
I genuinely think that's a really weird ick. I'd love to know if that's true or not. Like,
I would. Please assure us.
enlighten us. Um, so yeah, there's that, and I
It's
think
nice to be nice, by the way.
it is nice to be nice.
And we are.
Yeah, it is. I love being nice to people.
I do.
I really
Karma.
do. Um,
I'm glad his car broke down
well,
today.
um, it's nice to be nice. Ha ha.
No,
Ha ha.
seriously, fuck
You
you.
fucking car broke down. Yeah, actually, yeah, fuck
You
you.
deserve that.
Yeah, he does.
Go
Um,
on, next, hit me up.
so the avoidant wins. When this is useful, I think if you can recognize those behavior patterns, like, and understand why you feel like that. So a lot of these things are related to your past trauma. A lot of attachment
Mm.
styles are related to your childhood,
Mm.
your past trauma in relationships, and like things that have happened to you over years. And I think when you're like in your late teens, early 20s, kind of you don't know anything about the world and you're just going on like whatever, and you don't think about these things. And I think it's actually a thing for people our age that are starting to realize and starting to question why they're like that, or why these things, it's like a repeated cycle, and you start to question it and then you start to look into it, which is what happened to me. And like me and my friend we do joke about it. We're like, we are literally the power banks of attachment styles. Like, I know there is not one
Power banks,
thing
I love that.
there is not one thing that we could not tell you about attachment styles. Like, we talk about it all the time, constantly, and we send each other, like, stupid videos and stuff, but it is actually true. But I think if it leads to you growing and improving as a person and recognizing those behaviors and then changing them, like, great. Then definitely go and learn about it. Don't use it as an excuse because this is what is happening. Like, dickheads are just using it as an excuse and a reason to treat people badly.
And there's no excuse for that at
No.
all. That honestly, like, that kind of I'm not overly involved as much as you are within, like, the whole dating scene and so on, but if that's what people do these days, then fucking,
Mm.
like, what the hell, like, get me off.
Yeah. But, like, now, like, so some people don't even realize, like, that they're doing it, and I think that
But that's where you differ on narcissism.
mm.
It's
Should we talk about the
well,
narcissism one
let's
then?
go.
I actually think that, like, I mean, obviously, you know me very well. I would actually say, like,
Don't say you're one. Please don't say you're a narcissist.
someone called me a narcissist this week
Oh, yeah,
in an
like,
argument in an argument
which
for the
is the
last
worst thing to
well,
do.
I have never disagreed with anything more in my life.
It's so offensive. It's such a weapon move unless you're accurate. And then when they go crazy, you're like, well, you've actually just proved
Yeah,
it.
well, I did actually lose my shit at that comment because so for the last couple of years, I've very much had to, like, fend for myself in a lot of ways. Like, I was living down south on my own,
Mm.
struggling there,
I'm
pips.
just using
Don't wanna lose your heart, do you?
no, but
Yeah,
this will
so
be funny for the
I
pod,
know,
actually.
yeah, the
Me
trauma of the
neither.
microphones, they cause me more trauma than any relationship I've been in, them fucking little fluffy bits on top.
The hat.
But yeah, so and I will admit, I probably have become a little bit selfish, but not in like a I don't care about anybody. It's more of a I've had to look after myself, and so I've been kind of prioritizing
Yeah,
my own happiness and my own growth and my career and what I want to do in life, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. Like, a lot of people have been in that they come out of a really shitty relationship and they think, right, this is going to be
crack
my time
on and
now.
focus on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So obviously, I lost a load of weight. Like, I've got a relatively new job, which I love to bits. Like, I've been doing all those things, like really focusing on my career, like really, and I've come back home so that I can be closer to my family. And I've just kind of been on this like journey of a little bit of like personal growth emotionally as well. And for someone to turn around, and yes, it might come across as a bit selfish, but it's not selfish to prioritize yourself. It's not selfish to look after your own needs. And actually, because for so long I'd not done that. So for someone to say that to me, I actually think that's probably one of the most offensive things anyone could have ever said to me, because I am the least narcissistic person. Like, I care about people so much that I often end up putting other people before myself all the time. Like, I will run around after people
touche,
till I'm like
darling.
blue in the face. And it really fucked me off. And so I don't even know where I was going with that. I just felt
No,
like I
I
needed to
think like
say
the
it.
whole narcissistic comment, like it's loosely used, and that's why it kind of fails to have impact. And when it actually, just the same as when people go, I've got anxiety, like da da da. Da."
Mm.
Right, I'm not going to go off piece here, but it's like no, you don't actually know the definition of anxiety until you've got it. But narcissism, like
I actually
you,
had, do you know what I did? I went and looked on ChatGPT.
what it
I went and
is,
had a look. I
yeah,
can't 'cause my phone's up there. I went on ChatGPT and I was like, "Please, can you give me all the characteristics of a narcissist?" And I was
mm-hmm.
reading through the list and I was like,
Not me, not me, not
"Yeah,
me,
like
not
none
me.
of these are me."
No,
Like, and it's like,
because then you're second guessing yourself.
yeah,
Like we can quite easily see, but I think narcissism comes from someone feeling a bit inferior towards you. Like
what
so,
someone's saying that I'm a narcissist because they felt,
yeah, and I'm not just saying that directed at you. I'm saying that like somebody once said it to me, and I was like, "Are you mad?" I was like,
mm,
"I'm like the most caring person equally, and I will do anything for anyone who's in my
yeah,
circle."
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not a narcissist, but I think it's a very loose comment these days.
Well,
Like,
I just sat there and I thought, And do you know what as well? It was like I was quite stressed because I was obviously away with work when that comment was made, and I just thought,
No.
absolutely fucking not. To be fair, the person has since apologised, which is fine, whatever. But I'm like, well, why are you apologising if that's what you think? Like, just don't. Like, if that's what you think, just you carry on and say you think that. Because I'm just like, that's fine. Like, I don't need to prove myself to you.
Well, you know you're not, and you're
Co-
not in denial about it. Somebody,
no,
if one person said something to you, it doesn't mean it's fact. If multiple people were saying it to you, then maybe,
maybe you
have
need
a
to have a
little check
look.
with
Yeah, have a
yourself.
look at yourself. And I think as well, what annoyed me about it is like I spend like a lot of my time having a look at myself. Like I do. I think about my behaviour a lot, and I think about the way that I impact other people a lot. I try always to be like nice and kind to people, and yeah, I just think there was like a definite misjudgment of me.
I think it was just a loose word that was said, and it was an easy
Mm,
word to say, and maybe to like upset your trip. And I don't, that didn't gain
yeah, to
anything.
be fair, I didn't rate it at all.
No. So
So
let's move on from that
let's
one.
move on from that. Yeah, if you think I'm a narcissist, let me know in the comments.
She's not. So don't let her know anything. I can 110 vouch she's not.
Thanks, appreciate that.
That'd be just a pointless chat, so
Yeah,
don't bother.
but we were talking about social media and this therapy talk culture that's going on right now, which is like bite-sized bits of psychology. I actually think it's really interesting because I've actually learned a lot, and I did go and learn about it in other ways as well. I went and did like loads of because I'm a fucking nerd like that, but I went and like read up so much stuff about like avoidant attachment and blah blah. And but I do find all the stuff that's on TikTok and Instagram, like some of it is genuinely useful. But I just feel like everyone now is seeing it and then like labeling themselves. So it's like everyone's like, oh, I'm like either avoidant or I'm anxious or I'm healing. Like I'm in my healing era.
I don't see this shit.
Do you not? Does it not come up on your like
No,
Instagram?
but I
I'll have
think
to
it's
send
when
you some of the stuff.
no, please don't. No, I think it's because your phone listens to you. We all know that your phone
Yeah, of
listens to you.
course it does.
So
Yeah.
every time you mention something, it'll become like apparent
Oh
on your
yeah.
reels and so on.
Mm.
So, but then all of a sudden you can get in your own head about it. And I get what you're saying, but then like let's just put it like I'm just gonna throw a wild card out there, Chloe. If you're going to be overly obsessed and infatuated with what social media like
Mm.
says and does, how are you even living in this real life?
Yeah,
As
but a
you
lot of
said,
people are not.
no, but you said that like TikTok and so on will make you think this and make you think that. It gets in your head,
Yeah,
and
of
if
course it
you're an
does.
over analytic person like us,
Mm.
and that's already in your head, and you're going to sleep at night and you're thinking, like, look at that comment. I just said, I saw that on TikTok. And it was like, oh, if you ask for a compliment or if you seek approval, then that's a male ick. How the fuck has that just come up on?
Yeah,
Sorry.
but then that's going to be in your head now. Next time you say something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
Well,
is
I'm not going
so
to say him,
true.
but like, yeah.
It's so true.
So
But
let's just not focus on that kind of stuff because otherwise we're just living in like an AI world.
well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Who is
But I
Chloe?
think well, fucking hell. I don't even know who could apart from obviously me. Like I think like it's just a bit of a this is the problem with it is it normalizes this behavior there. So like you go on TikTok and if a video is telling you or like because someone ghosted you because they're an avoidant, then you're in your head going to be like, well actually oh yeah, it's because 'cause they're invited, but actually it's just because 'cause they're a dickhead, like, they ghosted you because 'cause they're a dickhead. Like, they didn't reply to you and they ghosted you because 'cause they're a dickhead and they're unaware of their own shit. Do you know what I mean? Or it's just like, they're just not that into you.
But not or like this sounds so snobby, but like not everyone's like as
No, no, no.
invested or educated.
What I was gonna say, no, there's not a lot of people that are well, no, that's not fair. A lot of people are emotionally aware. There's a lot of people that are not emotionally aware. So, they're not even aware. Like, they
They
wouldn't
don't know they're scared.
but they don't even know, even if they read a thing about avoidant attachment, they wouldn't associate that with themselves. A lot of people wouldn't, like,
Yeah.
because they're not. they're not
Switched on.
recogni they're not recognizing their own behavior patterns and thinking, "There's something wrong with this." Like, I've ghosted 3 girls in the last 2 months. They don't think there's anything wrong with that, so they don't want to change, they don't want to improve. They just wanna carry on because, like, why do they need to?
Maybe they fell on their head when they were younger.
Well,
I was gonna say dropped on the head, but it sounds so mean.
yeah, but this is my point. People are self-diagnosing or diagnosing other people instead of reflecting on their own behavior. So no one's actually looking at themselves and going, "Oh, maybe my behavior is, like, not great." And then they'll go, "Well, that's just my attachment style," or, "I told you I was an avoidant when we first started seeing each other, I told you." Like,
I don't even think half the people that you talk about would even know. I'm not being funny, babe. I don't even think they know what avoidant meant. And I'm pretty well educated, hon. Right. And when you
uh,
told me about avoidant, I'm like, I don't even know what that is. And I
no.
am well educated. Like, sorry, I'm gonna put that out there. I'm from good stock.
Yeah, but this
But
is
I don't think like the likes of your recents, maybe one who we know, like I don't even think they know what that word meant, and I didn't. I kind of like put it together, but like I didn't know what that meant.
yeah.
You're saying, "Oh, they just avoided that and did it." Like, do they even know,
No, well, this is it
or
because
are
'cause they're
they just
not
like a first
no, but they're
class
not
like
even aware,
snob?
so they don't think that their behaviour is the problem, so they don't they're just like they just carry on, so they're not even self-aware enough to recognise that their
No.
behaviour is bad.
But then equally, that's where we chime in and we say,
Well,
"You're being a first class."
yeah, but this is so I wrote this down about women because this is something that I've done. So I wrote down, "We become therapists, not partners," because if someone's an avoidant and you understand, and I've done this before, like, I give someone grace. I always give people too much grace. So, like, if someone is does those avoidant behaviors and they pull away and they do all this stuff, I will stay and, like, be like, "Oh, it's okay. Like, I understand it's because of this happened to you, so therefore you're an avoidant." So you're excusing the behavior instead of going, "I don't care if you're an avoidant or not. That's shit behavior." And I'm guilty of that. I'm so guilty of it.
Sorry, team pod.
Oh, she's dying.
No, I am, but I'm committing to the cause. No, okay. So then, when you say you're guilty of that, then you have to accept that maybe that's a you thing. Then,
Yeah, but I think a lot of women could relate to that. Like
uh,
we just had a conversation before the pod started about someone who accepted someone's really bad behaviour for a very long time, didn't we?
is this directed at you or me?
Well, we had this conversation just then before we started recording
Yeah.
about someone who accepted someone's behaviour
Hmm.
and look where that got them. Do you know what I mean? Like women do tend to excuse the behaviour, and I've done it myself. I know a lot of other women who have also done it. All of my friends at some point have excused someone's shitty behaviour. I could name you like 5 girls off the top of my head that have excused avoidant behaviour because they understand it, because they're emotionally intelligent enough to understand why someone is behaving the
Yeah.
way they are.
I know, I think I do entirely agree with you on that one, actually. But I think it's because, from a woman's point of view, you want it to work. And I'm not just saying this is just women, because that just sounds like nonsense. But from a woman's point of view, like you invest, you put the time in,
Yeah,
you put the effort in, you know what they like, what they don't like, and you like kind of all you go in, and maybe, to be honest, this is a wild one, but maybe we go like a little bit too in. Like
oh yeah,
maybe
100%.
we give them everything,
Mhm.
so there's nothing left like for them to like figure
Yeah,
out. But then equally, if you're a person like you or I, like that's a game. Like in going, oh well, don't give me it all, just give me it in bite-sized chunks. Like no, for me, if you're my everything, I'll give you everything of me.
yeah,
But I think that men, I don't know, like I think men struggle to like fully commit until they know, right, okay, I'm ready for this. And
yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like that's equally like a maternal instinct.
Mm.
And I'm not saying if you want to have kids or not, because for me, I have
No, it's
no
like that. It's
idea.
that instinct to.
Look
Look after you.
after, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure as hell.
I did write some punchlines down for this
Let's
section.
go.
You're not healed because you know the word avoidant, just for everybody out there. Self awareness without effort to change is just branding. And trauma explained is not trauma resolved. Go see a therapist. For the love of God, go and see a fucking therapist.
You can get it free on the
Well, you
NHS.
have to wait a long time, or you could just
No,
fucking pay for it because it's worth it.
I agree because we both had
Mhm.
therapy, but equally,
Paid for.
like, if you really are that desperate, you just have to use trigger words and say, like, "I'm in a really bad place,"
Yeah.
and
Don't
then
abuse the NHS, guys.
no, don't, but they are
But
fucked.
pay for therapy. It's a worthwhile investment. But I do agree with all those statements. I mean, I wrote them, so
So
probably
that your
so they're
statement.
my statements, so I'm putting them out there. But I do agree. Like trauma explained is not trauma resolved. You can say, well, this is why I'm like this, but unless you like, it's not you're not making an effort to change, so you can't use it as an excuse. It's like attachment styles are a real thing. It's a psychological, scientific thing. It's been discussed in psychological fields. It is a real thing. But social media has turned them into an identity that someone can cling on to excuse their bad behavior and use it as a kind of, well, I can't be bothered to change. Like, I know I'm like this, but I'm just going to say that I'm like this and then I can use it as an excuse. The only thing you can do is change, right?
I think, like, with that in mind, I do agree with that comment actually because, like, people can go, "Oh, I've got this, I've got that," and all these, like, little words and, like, terminologies that have come about
Mm,
these days, even, like, anxiety, depression, and so on. It's like, "Oh, I've got this, I've got that," and it's like, "Well, have you though?"
yeah.
And it's everything's, like, very overused, but 100% I agree that's not an excuse, like, to carry on the way that you carry on.
No.
But it's more maybe this pod is about identifying, can you see and can you relate to us from a female perspective? Like, can you see maybe a bit of that in you? And can you maybe address the situation
Yeah.
rather than making us as females feel bad?
Yeah. But I think, well, I don't, actually, there are some, like,
Sorry.
there are some, oh, she's passing away.
I know I'm not passing away.
Um, I think there are some, like, for example, like when I pointed out very nicely to the ex situationship and said, like, I think that you have avoidant attachment, he did actually go to therapy.
Well, that's good.
Well, yeah.
That was progress.
You know, it didn't help me, but
But then it helped maybe the next person.
yeah, well, fucking good luck to her.
Yeah, we've got to
Me.
hope and
I'm like,
pray for the
well, we
next
know
one.
that she's very aware of the pod, don't we? Listen, you got to relax. I don't. I'm good. Um,
Sorry for the coughing, guys.
um, but yeah, and I just think it has become a load of utter nonsense now. This attachment styles. I believe that it is real, and I think it's really helpful to people that are willing to change and they want to like improve themselves and they don't want to treat people like that, etc., etc. But it's like I've written here, people using the language to dodge responsibility.
Yeah.
So like using it as an excuse for keeping someone hanging on.
Who's put that's just my attachment style? Has someone ever said that?
Someone has said that to me.
That's weapon
Oh,
behavior. Are you joking? Someone actually said that? What a fucking
yeah,
weirdo.
but I'll give you a really good example of like
I,
avoidant behavior.
right, go on. Hit me up
I've
because
got
that is just deep.
it normally happens. So like you can be because I like have dated a couple of people this year, and it's normally around like the 3-4 month mark
Where they start like
where they do it.
acting a bit
So
shady.
you can everything can be like really good for the first 3 months, and like you don't. And like this is a person who we've also just had a conversation about
Mm.
earlier,
Hmm. Yeah.
right? So this is what happened. This is exactly what he is like exactly. So
True to form.
Yeah, very full on. First 3 months, very full on. Calling me, like, 3 times a day. Obviously, there was a big distance, wasn't there? But,
Mm,
yeah, on the phone 3 times a day, like, every day, morning, lunch, evening, texting constantly.
I didn't realise it was that much at all.
Really?
No, I didn't know, like well, I wasn't aware that it was, like, 3 times a day and
Constant, just constant, like,
mm,
so what I would actually define now looking back as love bombing. So, very much so. So, it was, like, constantly on the phone, constantly texting, seeing each other, like, every weekend pretty much because I was, like, going up, he came down.
okay,
So,
yeah.
it was, like, going so, yeah, we'd be together on the weekend, and then
Oh,
do you understand who I'm talking about? Have you just realised?
yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm laughing, also coughing, but I got confused,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
now
yeah.
I know what you're
Yeah, you know
talking
who I'm
about.
talking about.
Okay, yeah,
So, it got
get
to
it.
3 months in, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, it was like, "Oh, I don't want a relationship." Because it had got to the point where it was either like, "You have to let me in, and it's gonna be a thing," or you wanna continue to be an absolute fucking knobhead, which, as I found out later, I've literally dodged a grenade, not a bullet.
No, that's like
I have
first
dodged
class,
the
like, Third
ultimate.
World War, like,
Oh my
you've
god.
avoided that.
I've dodged being run over by a tank. Like, God help anyone that gets involved with
Oh
that.
my gosh, I can say that on repeat 'cause I know
Yeah, oh, I know
exactly who
you
you're on
can.
about now.
Yeah. So
I've not
th
been involved, but
this is
I'm well
actually quite a
aware.
funny story for me and you though, isn't it? Because I started dating this person before me and you were like we were friends, but we weren't like
Close,
close,
close.
close like we are now.
Yeah.
And I started dating this person. You It was all like a topic in a chat, wasn't it? Like in a group chat or something. And I was like, fucking hell, like, and that you'd heard that I was dating this person before I even knew I was dating this person, really. Like it was all very so,
Ye
and it is quite funny because you knew this person like a long time ago,
yeah.
and you said that he was a dickhead then as well, and he's still a dickhead.
Yeah. I mean, look, I don't think one that we are speaking about can change, and that's the wrong word actually. Well,
No, they
wrong
can,
phrase
just
about
not willing,
yeah,
not
but like,
aware.
but what I mean is like his behavior is just on repeat,
Well, this is
like,
it.
and it's just so relentless. And when we discussed it, I was like, how does he get away with it? Like, has he got like something that I don't know about? Because for me, I don't see anything in him, but
No.
apparently he just gets chicks on repeat. Like,
Well,
I'm not getting guys on repeat, so
no,
maybe I'm a wrong one.
I'm not having a good time, am I? Fucking hell.
Me either, hon.
But yeah, I think that it's one of those things, isn't it? But it's not that he's not capable of changing. He just don't wanna.
Yeah, but he's deaf and dumb. Sorry.
I mean, he's just got well slated. Fully
Yeah,
slated.
I
But that's because
mean,
we both know him as well, so it's made it even
I could
worse.
do so. I could drop something right now
No,
that
do it.
make it blatantly obvious who it was.
Nah,
But
he already knows. Um,
yeah, has he like viewed this?
what?
Has he viewed the pod?
I don't know.
Have you seen if he's
No,
viewed?
no, no, I have not.
Probably not.
I know it's been a topic of conversation in many circles.
Mm,
Yeah, but that's it. Do you know what? I just think like if you, I always think about this pod. This is actually so true. If you're worried that I'm going to say something, then you know you've done me dirty.
yeah, I
Like,
agree.
sorry,
Yeah.
it's true, innit? Like, you know you've done something bad to me. If you've got something to be worried about, if you're sat at home losing sleep over the fact that I've got a podcast and I might mention you, you've done something worth mentioning. So therefore, you've done something shitty to me. It's true. It's so true.
No,
I've had a
great.
lot of I've had a lot of current girlfriends of my exes have a look. And I'm like,
Current girlfriends of you. Explain that.
so like people that I've been with before and the girls that they're with now, the girls have come and had a look at the pod, like the
Mhm.
Instagram and the TikTok and all that shit. Because obviously you see it. Like it's different. It's like a business profile. I can fucking see it.
Oh my god! And they've been looking like seeing like, oh, we're gonna like
Yeah,
out them.
Well, but I'm like, if you're I actually genuinely believe this, if you're fucking worried, you've got a guilty conscience.
Oh, 100.
Because if you genuinely, like, had ended a relationship with me and thought, "Oh, no, I did nothing wrong, like, we're all good," then you wouldn't feel the need to be worried about me talking on a podcast, would you? Do you know what I mean? Am I being
No, I think it's just, like, probably because you, don't hold anything back is what I would say.
well,
So they know that maybe if they have done you dirty,
that I'm
you
gonna
are
say it.
yeah, you just no fucks given. Pardon the French, I do apologise for that, but there is no fucks given there. So
No,
they know that like and it's not just them that knows like, oh, you're talking about me. Other people will know. Like,
but again, my point will always stand. In my life, I have done some shitty things, right? I
haven't
will
we all?
take full accountability for things that I've done that were not great. Like, and everyone, when they're young, does horrible things and they do things in relationships that they shouldn't have done. And you learn and you learn and you learn and you become a better person. So I can fully like understand. Like, if someone talked about me on a podcast, I'd just be like, yeah, do you know what? Like, they're probably going to talk about that, like, fucking fair fucks. But I've always apologized for everything
Fair folks, I've not heard that
like,
before.
everything I've ever done. I'll have always recognized it and been like, yeah, that was actually really shitty. Like, I'm going to apologize for that. Like, I'm very like self aware. If I've done something shit, I'll fucking say sorry. Always.
And like you say, like when you're younger, we all make mistakes, and that's just a part of a growing process and
Yeah.
learning. But I think the
But I'm
whole
sorry, these people that have done me dirty, that are worried and their fucking girlfriends are having a look, it were like 2 years ago. Like, you're like nearly 40, bruv. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're a grown adult. You're an adult man. Like, and this is what gets me because I'm like, yeah, I also probably did some shitty things to you. Fine.
yeah, move on.
It's like, yeah, it's one of them. I just think
I
like if
think
you're
that's the
that
whole process of it, though, isn't it? Like either like you've said to me today about my situation,
yeah.
right? Crack on, move on,
Yeah.
and just keep going with the times. And yeah, sometimes things hurt, like for sure
Yeah, of
as hell.
course.
And I think probably on this pod, we probably sound like savage bitches, and we're not. No,
Oh, I'm
but
soft as shit, me. You know
I
what I'm
know, like,
like?
and it's like a bit of a front, really, but equally, like, we're talking about things that are not too deep anymore, but they were deep at
Oh,
the
yeah, at the time,
time.
like, oh my god, of course.
Yeah, yeah, because like that's not the aim of the game
No,
here
it's not even
at
about
all.
it's not about, like
Individuals.
n it's
So
about, like, speaking about your experiences and someone being able to relate to them and be like, "Oh," like, that kinda resonates with me, and talking about these things like attachment styles so that people can, like, genuinely use them in their own situation and go, "Oh, maybe that's what's happening to me, and I didn't know about it." Like, it's about, like, helping people, number 1, so they they don't end up like me.
like us, yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
100%.
It's bad times out there at the moment, it really is.
Yeah,
But I do think attachment styles are real. I think they're useful, but they're not a license for you to act like a dickhead. Like, and people using them like that. I think you
and
have
you
to
start
be
believing your own lies sometimes, you
yeah,
know.
100%. But people have this, like, you are responsible for your own behavior. So, like, I
Correct.
don't care what trauma you've got or blah, 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 like, you are still responsible for resolving that and
It's
not taking it out on other people.
100. Do you know what? I actually thought about this today and had a brief conversation with someone about it. Do you know, like when someone's had trauma, and the most obvious one is when someone's cheated on you.
Mm,
Majority of
I
us
would
have
say,
been
yeah.
cheated on.
Yeah.
Okay, don't take that into your new relationship because that is so savage
Yeah.
on the new person.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, well, I've been cheated on, so I'm really insecure. I'm like mistrusting of you.
But
That
that's when that anxious attachment thing.
correct. So it's like every every new thing, whether it's dating, just maybe you just want to like mess around with someone, maybe you want to be in a relationship with them or see a long term future, don't curse them
No.
for your past history, which probably wasn't you. And even if you are the person who cheated, then you can change.
Yeah. And well, this is it. And I think people, because I wrote down here, your wounds explain you, they don't excuse you. And I think that's so true.
Correct, and your wounds can equally be like, we're all talking, like me and you right now, we're talking about the other person
Mhm.
as if they've always done wrong. We've done wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, 100%. I've done
Like,
real shitty things.
yeah. So then we need to go like forward and going, right, I will never do that again and I'll never put someone else through that. But you start as you mean to go on. You
Yeah.
don't take the past with you going forward.
No, I totally agree. But it's like, I think the things to look out for, and I think things that I've missed before, but now I'm very aware of, like very, very hyper aware almost.
Sorry.
Actually dying. I'm gonna wait till
No,
she
I'm
stops
not
coughing.
dying. Stop saying that. Just getting over the cold.
Yeah. But I
Please.
think there's like things that I've noticed now. So if someone uses it as a reason for their behavior, so they'll go, "Oh, I'm an avoidant," or like, "I know that I have these tendencies," or whatever, but they never do anything about it. Red flag.
Mm,
Number 2 red flag, will not change, will not go to therapy, will not try and sort it out, doesn't want to address the behavior, continues to act that way. Red fucking flag.
babe, look on my situation.
Literally red flag. If they hide behind language and not behavior. So they like will say they say all the right things, right? But the behavior's saying otherwise. Fucking red flag. Like,
So
and
what
I
I
bet there's
could
so many people like out there that would, especially women, because I've done this myself, stay in because you understand someone's trauma, stay in because you think, oh, if I love them hard enough, it'll change them. The only person that can change them is themselves because they have to want to change.
think we addressed this previously, like you can't force someone to love you.
No, you can't.
And as much as you want it, obviously, like we've discussed that with my situation of late, and you can give them everything and almost to a point, and that's actually a bit too
Mm,
much. You've given them all of you
yeah,
rather than maybe the best way would to say maybe give them 80% of you, and then when it doesn't go right or it goes a bit Pete Tong, pardon the pun,
story of my life.
then you can go, right, well, I've still got 20% left of me to just force yourself back into
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
next dynamic. But I think unfortunately, we just try and give and plow on through and give everything into it.
Yeah, well, I think when you like create, you want a relationship. I think you do tend to, and I've been guilty of this. Like, I like throw myself into something head first because, and do you know what? The last couple of times I haven't done it, have I?
No,
And because I think I've learned.
no.
Well, this is it.
You've
Here we go.
if anything, you've kind of gone the other way.
Yeah,
You're
well,
like
see,
just
the
dipping
disorganized,
in.
disorganized
Yeah,
attachment. What did I say to
yeah.
you? Because now I'm like, I was anxious in that situation,
And then you're like,
but then someone wants me, and I'm like,
no.
oh.
Yeah.
It is, like, I'm the classic case of my friend G will actually laugh when she hears this because I am the classic disorganized attachment. Like, I think that I want it, and I really do. Like, I would love to, like, meet someone and do all the nice things people do in relationships, argue and that. But
That's not
but
normal, really. Like, yeah,
everyone I know fucking argues with a partner.
yeah, you have a Barney occasionally,
Right.
babe, but you
But I'd
don't.
love that. I love a
Yeah, an
Barney, like
occasional Barney, but you don't need to be arguing on repeat. That shouldn't
yeah.
be something that you want out of a
No, but,
relationship.
like,
Oh, I want to love him. I want to go out for dinner with him, and I want to argue. What are you talking
no,
about?
I'm only joking.
No,
But
yeah.
no.
I'm
But
dying. You don't know what you want.
well, disorganized. Because as soon
You
like,
don't
someone will come
know.
to me that wants a relationship and I'm like, I'm kind of in my, like, living my best life here and now. So, like, I'm like, don't know if I can commit to that 'cause that's a bit much.
Oh
But then
my!
if someone does the same to me, I'm like, "Oh my god, heartbroken." Like, remember how heartbroken I was over that person? I was fucking gutted. Like, I was so heartbroken. I was like, "Oh my god, no, like, I really liked him." And I was like, no, I thought about it and I was like, "No, he's just tall."
Stop! Oh my god! You made me spill the tea, literally. Like, no.
It's so true there. I
Like,
was like,
you are
"Oh."
like the answer to your own problems.
Yeah, do you know what? A lot of my problems would, like, be answered if I just didn't do the shit that I do. I am mainly the problem. Not all the
No,
time.
you're not the problem, but you just see the problem, then you, like, attack.
Carry on anyway.
You're like a lion.
Yeah,
You just,
right.
like, attack and, like, "Right, well, fuck you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that," and that doesn't really help the situation.
No, babe, it doesn't. But I've wrote some that is a real thing though, like, you think you like, I'm fucking bad at that. If someone's, like, 6'5", right, I'll be like, "You got me."
Right, so maybe you need to move to America and date a basketball player.
Maybe,
You've just been to Vegas, so you can do this.
Diana, but this is my
No.
well, I think how much can you talk about attachment styles? Like, we've had a bit of a giggle.
Yeah,
I think everybody knows the real now.
yeah.
Go and research it though, because it is actually genuinely so interesting. Like, don't believe everything you read on TikTok and Instagram, and you can't behave a certain way and expect someone to, like, if you're an anxious attacher, like, don't put up with shit just because you understand someone. Like, do not do that. That is my one piece of advice. 'Cause I did it for years, and I put up with such shitty behavior from somebody because I thought, like, I understood that that was what was going on, and I thought that they'd kind of change and blah blah. And they didn't. So
I think, like, a word of advice from us, like, we act, like, so young and useful, and we are, right? But
fucking
we're
don't feel
older.
it.
You don't feel it?
No, I don't feel youthful. Oh, my
I
back's
was
gone.
gonna say, I feel like about 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we act like we are young and youthful, but equally, we have got a lot of different situations that we've been in,
Mm,
both actually quite diverse, yours and mine,
yeah.
quite diverse, but that's what makes the pod here. And I think if you
Yeah.
can take anything from us, it's just like a word of advice. And equally, if you actually do want to like shout out to us and be like, "Oh, what would I do in this situation?" Please do.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, if you've
Chloe,
got questions,
yeah, like Chloe's mad on her phone.
I'm
Like she's
always on the
surgically attacked.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like
It
embarrassing.
actually upsets me that for, like, the hour and a half, 2 hours that we filmed the pod, my phone's there because 'cause I'm like
She's like, oh, she's needy. She's
and
like, she's twitching. Like literally, it's like an
honestly,
alcoholic
it's
needing.
bad, innit? It is bad, I'm, like, always on it. I need to, like, have some
No,
detox time, but
but I think, like, what I would say is, like, we actually this pod works so well for us because we have such different dynamics,
mm,
but equally, we can really help each other both.
yeah.
And,
The
like,
advice is advising all the time.
literally, like and, like, today and the last couple of days, Chloe's been, like, my girl. Like, I've been going through, like, a really rubbish situation, and equally, like, I'm not being very well, but this one has picked me up, and she's had some times and I'm like, "Right, girl," and you just need to know that someone else has got your back. Like,
Yeah.
don't like it sounds like a bit deep, but like, don't suffer in silence. And I don't mean it in a deep way, but like, we can relate
Oh,
to anything
yeah.
and
The
we can
even, like, the
tell you.
stupidest question, like, fire it in.
Literally.
Fire it in. So, I'll do the plug now 'cause this is my favourite bit, I love it.
Let's go.
So, the Instagram, at Not But Red Flags Pod, the TikTok, and everything else is all linked in the Instagram bio. So go and follow us on there if you don't already, and then follow us on everything else that's in the bio because I've done it. I've like branded it all and everything.
Yeah,
Wow, she's
we're
fancy.
about that.
Um, but I do think the closing note: attachment styles are real. This is what I wrote, but
Mhm.
so is personal responsibility. I'm an avoidant is not a whole pass to treat people like emotional furniture.
Oof, deep,
Oh,
girl.
that was deep, wasn't it? I
Oof.
don't know what we're talking about next
She
week
just
because
dropped and hit something different there,
yeah, I
but
did.
I like it.
But don't worry because I'll turn back into a narcissist after we finish filming then. So
She's not. But we love you all, honestly,
yeah, we
and we
do.
do appreciate the support. And equally, it's both emotional support for each other. And I hope that we can actually help you, like get
Yeah,
on board.
same.
And even if it's just a laugh, like on a Sunday night or whatever night that these pods like come
Which is
on, like it,
inconsistent
yeah,
due
it's
to my
not
editing.
inconsistent. Like usually it's a Sunday, but now it's a Monday, okay? So like give two girls a break,
Give us a break.
right?
Also,
But like, please, honestly, like, just follow us, support us, and just have a laugh with us.
yeah,
And anything you need, We are here.
We
We've
are.
been probably been between the two of us, probably been through the majority
Oh,
of shit
100%.
that
So much
people can
shit.
say.
Like, we can help with any situation. Like, that applies to men or women as well, because obviously we
Yeah,
are women, we understand women. So,
correct.
yeah,
And
fire
it
them over.
yeah, hit
But
us up.
on that note, we'll
We
see you
love
all
you.
next week.